everyone, welcome to our final demo for Game Changers. So first of all, we have the homepage. The homepage's purpose is to inform readers. And the most two important functions on our website is the donate button and the campaign button. Those two pages are really important because users can donate, users can go to a campaign and then donate. So we really want to funnel users towards those two functions, as you can see here. So on the main page, we have a nav bar where the donate button immediately is a different color, which use a tri-tone color palette of white, light blue, and dark blue. And light blue essentially is to signify action or state changes. Here, it's an action to donate. Everything else is pretty standard stuff, and my friends will cover that later. So, on the homepage, we gradually introduce information. The first is just a massive image and some basic text with a button to donate. This will go to the same page as the donate page. Going down, there's more information. There's a bit of body text, and there's a massive button to the campaign page, which will be shown later. And here there are there's more text and more buttons. So gradually we increase the information load on the user. And originally this latest campaign was supposed to be at the bottom. We decided to switch it with other active campaigns because this is quite jarring. There's a lot of information. We decided to use just one grouping box here rather than multiple to reduce the information load and processing of the user. Okay, below this is a newsletter footer, so you can sign up for the RSS feed. If you just enter your email and subscribe, there's a notification that you have subscribed. Below this is a very standard contact footer. These don't work, these do, and we'll cover that in a bit. Okay, now going to the About Us page, very stock standard About Us page. We have information dumps on the mission and the values of Game Changers. You can read about this in your own time. But essentially, this is immediately broken up with campaigns. Again, our second most important thing on this website is the campaign, because ultimately it funnels us to donations, and that's what we want. So here we break up the text with large images, and we have a link to all the campaigns like before, as seen on the home page. Below this is a Get in Touch button, which leads us to the Contact Us page, and that's also accessible via this contact footer. Okay, Contact Us. We have a very standard Contact Us page. We can send a message, just pretend that works. We wanted to make it compact in comparison to where we based it off from. In Amnesty International, there is a lot of space and you have to scroll to get all the information. I don't personally like that, so I wanted to make it as compact as possible. We'll go to the login and register page now. Super basic stuff. You can log in. We'll go to the profile. You can also register. You have a password. You can view the password. You can register. We'll go to the same page. And last but not least, we have the rewards page where you translate your points that you've earned by donating and participating in campaigns to rewards. This is more of an informational page, so you have a bit of text here and you have the option to log in immediately to your rewards. Otherwise, there's a bunch of texts and helpful diagrams to ease the processing power on users. And we have sponsors with logos rather than text because logos are more memorable.
So continuing from where Van left off at the user's profile page, let's have a look at what users can see when they view another user's profile from the leaderboards, the campaign leaderboards. If you're familiar with popular social media sites like Facebook, the layout here will feel quite familiar. On the top left, you'll find the user's name, membership duration, and location. Given our focus on the gamification of the website, we've dedicated a section right below all this to showcase the custom badges that users can earn, either through like participation or volunteering in campaigns or donations, etc. And as the focus of the website is mainly on nonprofit activities, we've decided to keep everything in the profile pretty straightforward and concise. Below the badges, users can have the opportunity to share a bit more about themselves in the About section, which has the user bio, basic information, and contact if other users would like to keep in touch. And there's also the contribution activities section, which users can flex, like their donations and event attendance. Additionally, there's also following campaigns section, which is pretty familiar if you're familiar with social media websites, like where users can discover other campaigns that this user is following and either read more about them or also follow them if they like to. As for their own personal profile, users can easily access this by clicking on the My Profile button on the navigation bar as long as they're logged in. And the differences on this page are that users can edit their profile picture as well as their profile details, and also adjust account settings, which may include settings related to privacy, like to hide specific information like their birthdays or contact details, as well as contribution activity. Other than that, users can also customize what badges are to be displayed on this page as well. Next, we'll look at what is arguably the most crucial section of a nonprofit website, the donations page. This page is designed with three key components. First, we have the donation component itself, where users can make their contributions. This is followed by a section that provides transparency on how the donations are used, ensuring users know exactly how the contributions will make a difference. And finally, there's a section highlighting alternative ways to support the organization for those who are not able to donate through traditional means. And here's a quick overview of how the donation process will work on the component. Users begin by selecting their preferred donation frequency and either choose a preset amount of donation or perhaps typing their own. After entering like the billing information as well as credit card info and submitting by clicking the pay button, they will be directed to a confirmation page to reassure them that their transaction was successful. Lastly, let's have a look at the volunteers page, where users can sign up for upcoming events or opportunities detailed in the campaign section. So firstly, users can choose the event that they're interested in participating in, and after filling out some basic details about themselves, users will be required to upload a document of their resume. We've decided to include this to expedite the application process. And once the users have reviewed and agreed to any required policies, they click the submit button, which then redirects them to a confirmation modal to let them know that their application has been successfully received.
Thanks, Koi. Now we are going to be looking at the accessibility options that were incorporated into the website. In our navbar, we included the standard accessibility icon so that users could access this feature from anywhere on the site. Initially, the modal had all the options and its subcomponents expanded so that on first glance, the modal was very visually jarring and would overload the user's working memory as indicated by 29% of our test users. As such, we opted for a more minimal design of the accessibility modal, as we can see here, with the title of each of the options displayed and a drop-down where users can click and configure the desired option. For example, if we wanted to modify the screen reader's volume or the playback speed, we could do so by clicking on it without being distracted by all the other configurable options. Additionally, if we go to the campaign page, we also decided to include explicit icons with labels, like the listen button, to be able to get an order of the campaign article, and buttons to modify the font size, to give more flexibility in configuring various accessibility options outside of the modal. Furthermore, according to surveys that we had conducted, 64% of respondents indicated that they would like to see videos to see the impact of their donations. Videos is quite tricky accessibility-wise, so we decided to ensure that all videos had a caption, would have configurable playback speeds and subtitle options, as well as a transcript to improve the accessibility of these videos that we would have in our campaigns. Now, looking at the campaign page itself, its purpose is to inform users about its cause. Users can follow a page, donate to it, and share this page to various social media platforms. Additionally, as a means of gamification, we decided to include a leaderboard where users would be able to see other users that are also contributing to the same cause. You can of course click these various users and go to their page and see other campaigns that they are following. Going back though, we can also see your own position on the leaderboard to better provide a sense of community when contributing to this cause. At the end of the campaign page, users can see other related campaigns if they're curious and want to read more. And yeah, that's it for the demo. Thank you very much.